Juan, what up YouTube? How y'all living, man? So you see the topic of today's video. This is really a in-depth, step-by-step how to stay down until you really come up, man. And this really might sound like something that's, self-explanatory, bro, but a lot of people don't know, son. It's real hard, son. And if you don't have a plan, your chances of success are really low, bro. So first and foremost, understand this, man. You human, bro. Which means that if you're not careful, you're going to fall victim to distractions. You may stay on course for a week, 2 weeks, a month, or whatever the case. But if you don't have a strong plan and a strong foundation, eventually it comes to a breaking point. I'm trying to make sure that don't happen to you. You understand? So boom. Now, the reason I brought up distractions and everything like that, because I want you to understand, now that you know something, you can't unknow it, bro. That's the beautiful part about obtaining wisdom. You understand? When you know it, when you see it for what it is, you can never not see it for that again. So because I know that I have distractions, your first task is to eliminate as many distractions as you can. Now, I suggest if you really mean business, delete your social media. Delete it. I'm talking about not just, I ain't gonna be on it as much, or delete the app. Delete it, man. Delete it. Let me tell you why you need to delete your social media. Because your social media, you don't realize how much of your success you judge based on what others are doing. You understand? You don't realize that a lot of the things you want and trying to achieve are things that other people are showing you online, and you think because they got them at a rate that may have been quicker than you, that you may be undeserving of it. You're not doing something right, and it's only going to harm you, bro. Now, the second part is that we fall victim to this keep up thing. We want to keep up with the Joneses, you understand? Now, a lot of people ain't going to admit it, but honestly, the reason you want to have the most fire pictures with the best captions and everything like that, the rawest clothes, the best angles, you understand, is because we playing keep up with the Kardashians, keep up with the Joneses, bro. That's what we doing, son. That's what we doing. A lot of people won't admit that to you, but that's true. We gonna come back to this media thing further down the line, but right now we gotta deprogram the way we think about the media and the way that we understand how we can use it effectively. You understand? You gotta break this down, but this take giving yourself a break away from it for X amount of time. You understand? The next step is you need to create a plan. You need to have a step-by-step of what exactly you want to accomplish, bro. Now, you can put a time frame on it or not. I would suggest that you do, but I mean, it's completely up to you. Now, understand that this is subject to change, bro, but you got to start with some type of, you have to start with some type of trajectory. You understand? You have to tell yourself, this is where I'm going over this amount of time, bro. You don't start with no trajectory, you're going to go all over the place, and it's only going to cause you to zigzag and deter off the path when you could be going straight down that motherfucker. You hear me? But cool, but I want y'all to understand that it's subject to change. Sometimes when you an arrow and the arrow going down the lane, you can't predict that you might have an object come across. You can't predict somebody else's arrow coming onto your lane. You can't predict a lot of things that are gonna happen. But what you gotta understand is, how can I turn these quote unquote losses into lessons? You understand? Now I want you to write down anything in your life that you feel can deter you off of this path. That means toxic relationships. That means unhealthy friendships. That means unhealthy workplaces. That means hanging out places that you're not supposed to. That means staying out late. That means sleeping in. That means not going to the gym when you're supposed to. That means making certain sacrifices. All of these things play a part into this, bro. So you need to write down anything that you feel is going to deter you off this path in the slightest. Because the arrow, any slight degree left or right that you push it, completely misses the bullseye. You understand? So I need you to write down all of these, right? Now I need you to figure out, how can I decrease the effect that these things are going to have on me on this path? Now, some of these things you may or may not be able to control, but how can I decrease them as much as possible? Because you want to give yourself a fighting chance. See, that's what people don't do. I can end this video right now. You got to give yourself a fighting chance. A lot of us say we want to do something, hit the ground roll and just go do it, and then we end up getting discouraged down the line because we didn't eliminate the variables that we had the opportunity to that deterred us from where we wanted to go, bro, and we let it discourage us. So give yourself a fighting chance. How can I decrease this toxic relationship that's around me? How can I not go out as much? How can I start to go to the gym more? You understand? See, when you start going down when you start doing these small things, making these small changes, bro, it does this psychological shift in your mind that you start to realize a lot of these things, see, by simply just deciding that I'm going to get on my stuff, you start fixing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things in your life, small, but you realize, damn, if I could fix them a little bit now, I can fix them a little bit later, and a little bit later, in no time, you done fix 9, 10 things in your life by simply trying to get on this grind, you understand? Trying to make it happen for yourself, bro. This is how these things happen. You start to believe in yourself more. These are like attributes, like this is how you really make yourself a creative player, because you start increasing in so many different ways. You start increasing your skill level. Oh, you could, in basketball, I could shoot more. Now I could dribble. Now I got the cross. Okay, now I can play defense more. Now I could dunk now. And eventually you start becoming that superstar athlete that you knew was deep down in you, but you just didn't know how to bring it out. I'm about to show you how to make yourself a monster, for real. Stick with me and we're going to become some animals. I'm telling you. You started to figure these things out, bro. Now, I can make a whole separate video about each of these attributes, bro. But I'm going to just say for this video purpose that you've learned how to develop these, and you've learned how to increase the level and amount of these that are inside of you, you know, through this self-development thing, right? So now let me loop back in this media thing. Now, once we started down this line in this business and we popping and we got an idea where we want to go, okay, cool. Now you can come at this media. Why can I come at this media now? Because now you're not worried about what nobody else has going on, bro. And I mean that. I don't mean just saying that. I mean that. I'm not looking for no captions. I don't care about looking cool. I don't care about how I sound. I don't care about none of that. I'm going to utilize this as a tool, and on the back end, I'm going to be inspiration to anybody who think that they can't do this, bro. That's when you come on this bit and you don't care about none of that. Like I said, bro, you become the caption. What you doing and what you saying become the quote. You understand? What you doing and how you dressing and what you saying out here is what people want to do, follow, and look like. You understand? And that's how these things happen, bro. Then you're creating yourself into something bigger than you ever could imagine. You understand? My phone ringing and everything, bro. I don't want to make this video too long, bro. Hello? What's up, cuz? So, my dog calling me, man. So, yeah, bro. I ain't even finished where I want to go, but you pick up what I'm putting down, man. Just remember, through him, you gon' conquer it all. Through him, you gon' it's already done, I promise you. Let me know if you want this part 2, man.
I went through hell and back, and I came back a better me. Said this so many times, but I swear I finally see.